not sure if it focuses, but this is how it looks now. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. It's your girl, the AkwaBrazilian here, and I am here with yet another video. Questions that I got in my DMs on Instagram when I posted my picture, like picture I posted when I took off my braces or after I took off my braces, whatever. I got braces because I had spaces. You dig? Yeah, so I got braces because I had excessive gaps in my teeth, and these gaps were caused by sucking. I wouldn't say sucking, but there's, you know, the motion, obviously, yeah, sucking, the motion that your tongue does when you suck. Yeah, so my tongue used to hit the back of my teeth, causing it to move forward. So moving forward, like everything was like this before, although I had like a middle gap though, but everything was like this before. So my teeth started moving forward, and because they moved forward, they needed more space for my tongue to continue that motion. So they started like spacing out, because obviously as I'm moving forward, because my tongue is pushing, so it's making my jaw get wider, and then everything is just expanding. Yeah, because I hardly smiled in pictures. Like I hardly like open my mouth at all. And I've been wanting to get braces since like 2013, but I couldn't because of some issues. I weren't ready like financially for that type of like baggage, so I had to wait till I was ready. And yeah, I had really low self-esteem. I barely used to, like, I was a talkative, yeah, but I had to caution myself because I didn't want anyone to really notice. But another thing that helped me was the fact that my lips are big, so they used to cover my teeth a bit. Most people actually thought I had braces because either they noticed that my teeth were bad, so they were just like, oh, she probably has braces and we can't see, or they just didn't take notice at all. But because I am a person that used to see my teeth, I was just like, oh, this is bad, this is bad. But now, like the moment I got my braces and I noticed that there was a change, I started smiling a lot more. I started talking like a lot more, like I made my mouth move. Before I used to talk like, hi guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. Like I used to make sure I was conscious, but now I'm not conscious again. Like, come on, who would be? So basically, for me, I was trying to close the gaps in my teeth. So how my dentist positioned my braces and tightened my wires made them come together. So if they were like this before, my braces helped pull them together. And this happened over a period of time. I am 19. I'm just joking. I'm in my 20s. But yeah, like I feel like I'm pretty old and I still had braces. Although I feel like some people thought I was way younger because I had braces on. I don't know why people think that, but I know a good number of adults that have braces on. So I don't think anybody I know right now though is too old for braces, because everyone around my age is close to 30-ish. So basically, I can't remember how many days prior, but you go in and then you get like the main, I think they're called brackets at the back. So they put two at the top and two behind. So that's basically what holds all your braces in place. So the day you're going to get your braces on, it would polish your teeth. Then they will put on the primer for the adhesive. They will then put the adhesive, like they'll put the adhesive like tiny dots on each tooth. then they'll put the braces on them like one by one. Then they will put the arch wire, so they pass the arch wire like through the ones at the back, then run it through each and every brace down to the one on the side. Then they do the same thing for the bottom, then they put your elastic on them. So for me, because they had to start small because of the gaps, I had to have single elastics. Then as time went on, I had like the e-chain. Those are the ones that are like thick and they're together, so they just like put it in to tighten. Me as a person, I hate pain. I hate it so much. So getting my braces on was not painful. It was only a bit sensitive because like things are going to be on your mouth or in your mouth for the first time. That's just me. During the process, it wasn't painful. When I got home, like after an hour, like my mouth was on fire. I couldn't even eat bread. I had to like drink food. Drink food. The only reason I'm laughing like this is because I was using my teeth. Every time after I go for a treatment and I come back, my mouth used to be sore, but like with time I started getting used to it. I'll just know, oh, for like the next 2 days I can't eat something. Maybe after 2 days I'll eat. But the first time, like first few times I went for treatments, I had to like brace myself. I had to take like painkillers to sleep and stuff because like I said, I don't really like pain. It depends on your orthodontic treatment, and it depends on the type of braces you opt for and how often you go back to tighten your wires. Me, I made sure every 6 weeks I went back to tighten my wire because I wanted them off. I wanted to be able to smile. I wanted to be able to eat like a lot. Generally, I think it's like 12 to 30 months or so, because when I got my braces initially, they told me that I would take them off in like 2 years max, but I skipped a year of treatment because I went for masters and I didn't do anything to them. Like I didn't get them tightened, I didn't get my teeth cleaned, nothing. And then I had like a gap here that was very, very stubborn. That's even when I got my first gingi deck to me, so I had to get the gum there cut off, then tighten all the way. So it just depends on your teeth and how stubborn your gums are, to be honest. Like I mentioned before, you have to meet your dentist every 6 weeks. Well, that's what my dentist told me. I'm assuming that's what it is for everybody, because my friend had braces around the same time I had braces, and she used to go back every 6 weeks. So it's not something you just plonk there and leave it. They have to check to make sure your teeth are aligned. They have to tighten the wire, give you either like singular elastic bands or the e-chain, just to make sure everything is okay with your teeth. She liked the way I Also, they have to check your teeth first and foremost, and your jaw, so they know the extent of work that will be going into the process. Generally, the braces you get or the cost of your braces depends on your treatment plan, what they're going to do to your teeth, how long you're going to have your braces in your mouth for. For me, I got to pay in installments. So I paid a down payment, then over the period of time when I was getting my dental treatment, I paid the rest of the money. And then another thing, I don't know if some dentists mention this, but mine told me that obviously you would incur more costs based off of like how you care for your braces. So if you break a bracket, it costs money. Like one tiny bracket, my guy, costs hell of money. If you break 4, you have to pay for each one, and it's expensive. I think in the course of my 4 years, I only broke 3 brackets. Like my dentist was so proud of me. And then I also had to have like a mini surgery done. When I say surgery, everyone's always like, surgery. Not really like a surgery. It's called a gingivectomy. It's basically when your dentist cuts your gums. So I got my gums cut, I think twice or thrice, so I had to pay for that as well. I don't have my braces on now. It would have really been good for me to show you how I did it when I had my braces on. But basically, my dentist told me that you have to brush like you are scooping out. So I used to brush the top like this. Like, I don't know if this makes sense, but like this, like the motion the motion of the brush was like this. Same thing bottom, same thing sides, cause food gets stuck at the top and you really want to get it out. And basically that's how I brush even now, because I noticed that I used to get a lot more debris out that way than when I used to brush. And most people brush top, bottom, but brushing like that usually like damages your gums, and brushing that doesn't really do anything. You are trying to get the gunk out of the top and the bottom. Like, if you can even like because if you don't brush properly, your gum literally like grows over the part of your teeth that have gotten too dirty. So when I came back from my master's, yeah, it's not like I wasn't brushing properly, but obviously I hadn't gotten like the wires out, I hadn't gotten it cleaned or anything, so my teeth were very dirty. So they had to like scrape all the tartar, remove all the dirt. Like, I spent like a good hour there. Another thing is, if you don't brush properly, your e-chain would literally start to smell. I don't know if it's just me, but I swear when I took my braces for like a year without changing anything, I could smell like my e-chain when they took it out. If you have braces, or if you've had braces and you could smell your e-chain, please just comment at the bottom, because I don't want it to be only me. It smells like it smells. Ew. The dentist will tell you to brush after every meal, but me, I'm coming to you as a very candid person. I couldn't keep up with that. When I first got it, I had ginger to do that. Even when I was in the office, I would take my toothbrush, because when you finish getting your braces, they'll give you like a little cleaning set. It has like a little brush, it has some long brush, I'm not really sure what it's called, it's small, so it goes in between like where your wires are, so you can actually get into like the parts that need to be brushed. They'll give you like a small mirror, floss, and numbing gel, because trust me, after you get your braces, like your mouth is not good, your gum and your mouth, like the inside of the mouth, is not going to be used to like, it's not going to be used to like touching your brace, so you start having sores. I still feel like I have some of the sores here, so sometimes you just put numbing gel, sometimes you forget. Back to what I was saying, I usually used to forget to brush. Not like forget, but I'm just like, oh please. But I used to make sure I brushed in the morning and the night, just in case. Sometimes I skip that night part, but morning's key. I don't advise you to drink a lot of tea. This is just me. Tea and coffee, because on a normal day, it like changes the color of your teeth. So imagine how it looks with braces. Yeah, another thing would be to avoid foods that have like sugar, because that makes the bacteria in your mouth just, as in, alive. Just and yeah, avoid gum. Like, fam, chewing gum is like, also avoid popcorn. My god, I could eat anything I wanted to eat. Like, although in the beginning I couldn't, I had to be very careful. When I first got there, I had to like eat foods that were not hard. Bread was even so painful because my mouth was still sore. And with time, like let's say after like a week, I started getting used to it and started eating normal stuff. Or not, like basically depending on you and your threshold, you start adjusting to different foods. Chicken I used to eat, but with caution. I used to like remove my chicken from the bone. But when I became a baba with the braces, like after like 3 years, I used to eat my bone, but with caution still, because I was very careful not to break my brackets. Another thing I had very big discomfort eating was banana, because you know banana is soft, so I used to like, I could feel it like in my braces. I could feel my braces like grating the banana. And apples, I had to literally cut my apples, like till the day I took off my braces, guys. I couldn't eat apple, like I couldn't bite my apple, so I always cut it off. Corn as well, like corn, oh my god, corn was the first thing I had to have when I took my braces off, because it was a struggle. I didn't think it was going to be so hard, but it was a struggle to eat corn. So I used to have to use like a knife to like literally like remove the corn from the cob, then use like a fork to eat it. But when I took my braces off, that was the first thing I had. It felt so new to me. I was like it was so nice, it was so nice. Yes, I got elastics. I used to put them here and here when they wanted my teeth to align, and also when they wanted them to start like come back. Like your partner doesn't get hurt and it's perfectly normal. Well, I don't know how it feels for the other person, but for me it's normal. Oh my goodness, teal. No, my teal elastics were my best. I don't know, it just looked so nice with my skin. In order. In order. Teal, baby pink, fuchsia pink, and blue. Any shade of blue. But not the dark shade. I don't think I ever got the dark shade. Those are my 4 best. My worst, yellow and white and black. I never got them. I got white, but I never got yellow. Although because I got white before I went on my 1-year break, which was a bad idea, but my dentist didn't have any other color of itching. It turned yellow and people started asking me, why did you get yellow? And I couldn't even answer. I was just like but I've seen people get black and I'm like, what were you thinking? My friend, when I was in high school, he used to get multicolored, like he used to just mix and match. But there are some times though I used to get like elastics. So there was a long period of time I got elastics at the top and e-chains at the bottom, because we really wanted to fix that space. So I used to get a different color of elastics and then a different color for the e-chain. Yeah. Like first they removed the e-chain, they removed the wire, then they start clipping off all the braces, then they remove the brackets at the back. Like, so the battle, man. I'm exaggerating. I'm exaggerating. They will bust it out, depending on how hard the adhesive is. The thing that busts my brain is the fact that it was so hard to remove the braces, but I was able to break them off on my own. Like literally, the dentist was like when she was taking it off. I was not like, how would I stay on my own and eat and break it? But anyway, so when they take that off, they would then like scrape the adhesive off, like something, I don't know what it's called, like a drill, but like they use like the corner of the drill and it goes like zzz. When they are done, they'll tell you to rinse your mouth. And then for me, after that was done, like they didn't do anything else, like they didn't whiten or anything. These are my actual, like these are the color. This is the color of my teeth in real life, I swear. After that was done, because they wanted to get my retainers, they had to have a mold done. So they put the mold, I can't remember what it's called. Then they put my mouth in. It's the same thing they do when you want to get your braces for the first time. They get the shape of your mouth. So they did that. Then when they got the shape of my mouth, they got my retainers. So these are my retainers, guys. This is how they look. So this is for the top. Oops, it's for the top. And this is the one for the bottom. That's how I got the plastic ones. So this is how I put them on. They're so clear, can't even see. So the only way you know that I'm wearing them is if you look. Why are my teeth looking this color in this light? My dentist said 9 months every time. Like, it's not a morning thing, it's not a night thing. I have to wear it every single time. So I don't eat with my retainers, but my dentist said it was okay to eat with it. So I literally just take out mine before I eat, because I don't know, I just feel like it's weird. I had like, I think bread once with it, but I don't know, it doesn't. So this is how I take them off. Oh, that's how I take them off. And the other, I use a small brush and I brush them the way I would brush my teeth. I do this. I don't know if you can see. If you see the saliva, dang. I brush like that. Then I brush the inside and then I soak them. I soak them in warm water with white vinegar and some salt. I don't know if that's correct. I know that, I don't know, I just feel like I have to disinfect them because, guys, it smells so bad. Like, TMI, and I'm sorry. Don't look at me any less. But there was one time I took it out of my mouth, man. And like I kept it, because I usually remove it and I keep it on like tissue. Then I went to just quickly do something on my laptop before I went to brush. I was wondering, what's that smell like? Who's dustbin? I never really went to my window. My AC was on and my window was closed. I was like, gosh, that's so terrible. But then I noticed it was coming from a particular place in my room. When I just looked there, I saw my retainers. I was like, yay! Time to brush. So guys, that is it for this video. I hope you enjoyed it. Please comment in the comment section if you have any more questions. I'll be willing and I'll be happy to answer. Please check the description box for links to how to help fight against racial injustice and rape culture. Thank you so much for watching. See you in my next video.